flourish ourselves. Flourish means we can grow ourselves. By the power of destruction, weaker things, by the power of the destruction of the wind, weaker things. You know what? When the wind is blowing, what happens in our house also? Before 2 to 3 days when storm came, what happens? The weaker things, they fall down on the ground due to the power of the wind. And the things, those are strong, they can face the power of the destruction of the wind and they flourish themselves. So, I have written here, by the power of destruction, weaker things fall down and the stronger come out. And the stronger, as it is, they stand there and flourish and they grow themselves. So, I need to say that what is the message of the poem? He wants to say to us that we should be very strong. We should not be weak. Whenever in front of us problems or any other challenges comes, we should be very strong and we should face with power and we can move the next part of our life. So we should be very strong. The message of this poem. This wind, actually it is a natural phenomenon. We cannot control on it. We cannot say to wind that don't come, don't shatter, don't scatter the things, don't crumbling, because it is a natural phenomenon. So first of all I am reading and then I will explain you and I will tell you word meanings also. The wind blows strongly and causes a lot of destruction. How can we make friends with it? So the poet is saying that we have to make friendship with the wind. Here the meaning of friendship means we should make ourselves strong. Here the poet means to say not only for the wind but for the challenges, for the problems, for the difficulties of our life. Wind, come softly, don't break the shutters of the windows, don't scatter the papers, don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did, you threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books, you brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Fred, crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling leaves, crumbling hearts. Till here I have completed and now I am explaining. Wind, here the poet means to say, the poet is talking with the wind. Wind, come softly. The poet is saying to the wind, come softly, don't come with a high speed. Come softly, come slowly. Don't break the shutters of the window, because when you are coming with a great power, this windows and this doors, they scatters, they shutters. Don't will be a great bonding between us and between the wind. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. So the poet is saying the wind blows out weak fires, and those are the weaker things, wind fires, and those are the stronger, they make more strong by this power of the wind, by this power of the destruction of the wind, and they can flourish, they can grow more and more. His friendship is good. So the poet is saying that the friendship of the wind, it is good for us, because by this we can make ourselves very, very strong. We praise him every day, so we should not blame or we should not curse, but we should praise the wind every day. Because you know what, wind is just like a youth, boy or girl, young boy or girl. It means young boy or girl means they are enough strong. So the same thing, wind is also enough strong. So it is coming with a great speed. So it is coming with the power of destruction. But if we are strong, that nothing will happen to us, but we can grow ourselves more and more stronger, and we can easily face these challenges, we can easily face this destruction of the wind. So the poet means to say, like everything that is a wind, due to the wind they fall down, but which is strong, they flourish, they will grow. So we should be strong physically and mentally, so we can face easily these challenges of our life. So with this, the poem is completed, and now we will discuss about the poetic devices. Poetic devices in Hindi, you know, alankar. In Hindi you have studied upama alankar, atishokti alankar, anupras alankar. In English we say poetic devices, and in your question paper, when I will give you one stanza from this poetry section, there will be questions like this, that in the first line, which poetic device is used. The type of the question will be MCQs, so you have to choose the correct option. So first of all, free verse. This poem is written in free verse. Free verse means it has no rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme already we have discussed when we studied the road not taken, like that A, B, C, D. It means the ending sound of each line is different. So this poem is written in the free verse. This is called a free verse. It has a no rhyme scheme. Then the next is anaphora. Now what is the definition of anaphora? Anaphora means when two or more than two lines continuously repeating beginning with the same word. That is called anaphora. Again I repeat, when two or more than two lines things, those are because they fall down on the ground by